Howdy guys, I'm AutoEdits Jason, and you are joining me on the very first road trip for Large Marge, the 1973 Mustang. Now, we're a few hours north of Los Angeles on the 395 highway, and about a couple hours that way is Death Valley. That's our goal. We're gonna do a Drive Your Adventures into the heart of Death Valley, middle of July. It's 117 degrees in Furnace Creek. That's where we aim to be by the end of today. Come on board, let's get this adventure going. This should be a serious test of man and machine, and I think we're up to it. I think. Death Valley is a place I've been drawn to for most of my adult life, so I just want to get back there middle of July. Not an ideal time, but it's doable. Let's get going. All right. Let's put the spurs to her. Heading out on the 190 from the 395 if you're coming up from LA. And we're doing pretty good. So far today, the Mustang's been running pretty good. You know, just saying I'm not nervous or scared would be a lie. I am. Every sound and smell, I'm like, what was that? Never done that before. Oh my God. I had both rear axles out of it last night. If you follow me over there on the Instagrams, AutoEdit Jason, you'll see that I was working on this thing till late last night. And we'll see if we get that repaired. Leaky oil seals on the rear diff, or the rear axle, I mean. We'll see. Heading out, burning some miles in the Mustang. Woo! As some of you may know, I used to work at Motor Trend Network and worked on a few shows like Roadkill and Dirt Every Day. And one of the gifts that I've been given from the Roadkill guys is learning how to enjoy your car, your hot rod, the automotive lifestyle, however it suits you, however it manifests. In years past, I would never, ever enjoy this car not finished. It just wouldn't be rewarding to me. And because of the time I spent with those guys, I've now learned to appreciate this junk, and I mean junk in a good way, at whatever level. I got it running. That was a huge accomplishment. I got it driving, dialed in, suspension, everything feels good. We're going 87 miles an hour right now, and it's really nice. You know, this is remarkable. So why would you not enjoy it? Why wait until you get your full interior and a paint job and all that stuff? I'm enjoying the thing just exactly as it is. All right, so we've made it into Death Valley. We are now at what's called the Mesquite Flats sand dunes. And this is kind of right in the center of the valley. If you picture Death Valley being a, well, valley that's just kind of a long gash that goes like this on the map in California, Nevada border right here. So like this. So top up here, Saline Valley, all the way down Furnace Creek, Badwater way down at the bottom. We're right here, Stovepipe Wells. We just drove through there, Mesquite sand dunes. So let's go hike around like there. It's hot out here. If you notice, we're alone. Not a lot of people are dumb enough to be out here enjoying the dunes. It's miserably hot, but you gotta be wired for this kind of thing. So I weirdly am. Here we are, Mesquite Flats sand dunes. Oh, hey, look, stop extreme heat danger. No walking after 10 a.m. It's 4 and it's hot. But we're crazy. Come on along. Let's go check this out. It's very, very warm out. Matter of fact, I got a temperature gauge with me. Let's get a reading of what the ground is right here. All right, here we go. Check this out. All right, so I'm getting a temperature reading on the ground. and it's showing that the ground is only 133. Actually, that's not terrible. That's actually what the floorboards of the Mustang are right now, and it's cooking my shoes. So definitely gonna need some Dynamat there, but that kind of gives you an idea of, this is why I didn't bring Pinto. It's just too hot. This is, you know, not only just kind of dumb and dangerous, but fun, and a fun challenge and adventure solo. And that's why, you know, we'll get Pinto out on a fun adventure soon. So some of the stress is starting to kind of alleviate itself. I feel like the Mustang's doing really good. It was stressful, I was watching the temperature. It got up to 197 climbing that hill over there into the valley, and then it cooled right back down, and that's not bad. I have a 195 thermostat in there, so it's not terrible, but starting to kind of relax a little. I still keep thinking that something catastrophic is about to happen. It's just second guessing, but this is kind of the moment I want to just give you a brief taste of why this place, this spot on the planet, means so much to me, and why I want to share it with you guys and want to encourage you guys to get out here. There's just something here, and if you learn the history, the humans, the animals that have been here for thousands of years, it's pretty amazing, all of the history. So here's your first taste of the beauty. The Oasis in Death Valley. Let me show you around. There's the gas station. We need to go there. Finish strong, yeah. Woo. That was a nerve-wracking bit of driving there. Here we are. The ranch. I stay at the ranch. Now, Furnace Creek has been there's a couple different things. There's a fancy inn up on the hill up there I'll take you to for some sightseeing, but I stay at the ranch, which is on this side of the Oasis. So this is the Oasis of Death Valley. We made it. All right, so we'll go get checked in, find a room, but first let's head on down this main. It's actually been remodeled since the last time I've been here. It looks like an old west town. This is really, really cool. Having this located here as a hub or a jumping off place is nice. The pool, it's got a spring-fed pool. I jones for this. So all of those times you see me camping, I usually try to fit one night in where I end up here just to hit the reset button. Made it. Landed in Death Valley, guys. In the Mustang. I don't smell smoke or fire. We did good. Since we're still in the middle of this COVID thing, the restaurant is actually closed to eat inside, but they let you get food and you can eat it outside on the patio here or take it to your room. So wear your mask when you're in can't distance, and we're gonna go get some food and some beer. Here's the Saloon. So having to improvise sometimes is not so bad. So instead of eating in there in the Saloon, you got to bring it out. But the burger, the bacon cheeseburger, fries, ice cold beer, it's pretty good. Cheers, guys. And to end the day. Morning, day 2. Enjoying my coffee and a breakfast burrito out here on my patio. And the view's nice here, but check out this view. I think you'll, at least I appreciate it better. Had a nice night's sleep. Check out my view out the front door. I like that even better. It's still there. I'm still kind of shocked. Now, we're getting saddled up today because, and I'm not worried about the temperature. It's gonna be even hotter than yesterday. So we're gonna be in the 120s. I don't know, we're gonna be fine. We're actually not going that far from here today, and this is gonna be kind of a guide of things that you could do if you have just one day to spend in Death Valley. We're gonna go down, hit Badwater, go up to Dantes View and do some fun things. But here's the tip. Here's the one thing that you've got to remember when you get here, and it's to have lots of water. See that? Couple gallons. General rule of thumb, gallon per day per person is just a general rule of thumb. I double up on that because I know me and things happen, and I'm in a jalopy that I built. So you may notice a sleeping bag in here. I was gonna camp here. Kind of a cheater's guide to the valley is that the Oasis here has Fiddler's Campground, and it's cheap. You get a campsite, it's right next to that pool. You have access to the pool and the showers. It's kind of what I've always done for a lot of years, and then splurge and get a room when I can. All right, I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with the temperature gauge. There's just a few baseline things, like yesterday, 140-degree floors. It's 9 a.m. here in Death Valley, and I went to open the driver's door of the Mustang and realized why I just burnt my hand. Oh, that's because it's 156 degrees right there. That's why you gotta kind of take this seriously. It's warm. That's the motto, or the theme of this trip. Something I did want to try today is the air conditioning. Now, I have a few things missing in here, like the vent. I have the classic auto air unit down there, and I've been happy with it. What I've been missing is I threw away the center vent directional section, so it just comes out into the general area. And I still have to restore the side vents down here. But we're gonna try it today. I'm not sure it's a great idea, but we gotta put it to the test somehow, so why not now? It may just take the edge off. We'll watch the temperatures on the Mustang to see how it does. Certainly is a lot nicer inside here to have at least cold air blowing generally around the inside here. It's a fun observation to notice how distinctly different road trips are depending on the vehicle that you're in. Like in the truck or the Jeep, or just a regular vehicle, this is just a point A to point B. You don't have any of that stress or the adventure of surviving or seeing if the stuff that you've built and put together is doing what it's supposed to do. And that adds a lot to it, I gotta tell you. Whew. We're gonna go to Devil's Golf Course on our way to Badwater. Share that with you guys. I haven't had the Mustang on a dirt road in years. Well, rookie mistake number one already today. I got all the way out here and I forgot sunscreen. not a good idea to hike around out here in this heat without some sunscreen. So I'm gonna do the rancher style sunscreen and I grabbed a long sleeve shirt out of my backpack, and we're gonna hike around a little bit out here. Now, first I gotta appreciate, look at that Mustang over there. It looks so good. That little bit of dirt from that dirt road even looks cooler on the car. So here we are. We're at Devil's Golf Course. Now this right here is on our way to Badwater. So Badwater is down that way, and it's the lowest point in the northern United States, as I've mentioned probably 5 more times in this video. And this is a 2,000-year-old lake that's dried up, and that's part of the beauty of Death Valley in general, is that the beauty of today is because of history and natural events and occurrences for thousands of years. It's pretty awesome. So here we are, Devil's Golf Course. Now, years ago, a ranger told me and my wife when we were out here that if you follow exactly along this signpost 280 paces straight out that way, there's an open crystalline pool in this that you would just, if you're looking out here and looking at all these beautiful crystalline rocks and all these jagged little edges, it's going to be a hike. It's going to be tough. You gotta be careful out here. It's fun though. Let's go see if that still exists. You definitely gotta watch your step and don't want to fall out here for sure, because this junk is razor sharp. I mean, ouch. It's like glass. I can't find my special little hole into the crystallized pond, but it might have closed up by now, and I forgot the directions. There was a 280 paces this way, and there's the sign, there's the Mustang. I've gone out as far as the heat will let me, and there's a lot to do today, so I'm gonna head back and saddle up and get out of here. Woo! All right, I was zigzagging back to the Mustang, and I found what used to be the actual crystalline pond here that was broken through, but it did crystallize over the years. You can see, check this out. When we were here a few years ago, this was open and it was right there and none of the tourists would know. And this was this emerald clear water that went straight down. You couldn't see the bottom, but you could see the stalactites hanging down into the salt water. It was gorgeous. It was so cool. So, but found it. Nature has taken it back. So that's just a cool little moment. But if you get out here, so it's the sign. How about this? Park your car right where the Mustang is and come straight off the quarter panel. It's so cool. I love this. Oh. All right, let's make some miles to Badwater. So this is us right here, Water Basin, minus 282 feet. Salton Sea is close, 227. We have to go all the way over here to the Dead Sea, minus 1360 is the deepest or the lowest place on the planet. Pretty cool, right? That beautiful expanse out there. One of the cool things also is that they have a sign. My eyes are having trouble adjusting. I think I need to drink some water. Oh, there it is. Check it out up there. That's sea level up there. If you can see that, I'll zoom in a little bit. And there's Mustang level, sea level, and then Badwater Basin level, minus 282. Let's get out there, I'll show you. All right, it is bright. Typical dry Salt Lake style. Sun's directly above us, right up there. White crystallized salt reflecting, so you're like just being cooked from both sides. Got to put the shades on, but still find it beautiful and captivating out here. And even if you get out here in the winter time and this is all flooded or covered with water for miles, it creates these really unique illusions, and it's even more special. It's one of the reasons why I keep coming back to this part of the planet over and over again and keep exploring new areas and then revisiting the places that I've been, just because it changes all the time. Pretty cool, right? Lowest spot in North America, check. Let's get moving. All right, here we are entering Artist's Palette. So that's on the same road, that Badwater, right between the Oasis and Badwater. So this is a double. There's actually quite a bit of cool things down here, and this is why if you're gonna come out to Death Valley just for a day, this is where you kind of want to start. So Artist's Palette is basically this beautiful one-way scenic drive through this just kind of unique conglomeration of different earth materials that kind of come to the surface and they present themselves into a beautiful shape like an artist's palette. Sometimes if you could get a chance, go with somebody who knows a lot about geology, because it's fascinating to me to listen to what estimated time of year things happen. Like you could see on the rocks there's a certain patina that happens after a few thousand years. Just cool stuff like that. I dig it. I love that stuff. I can't believe the Mustang is letting me run the AC still. Temp's at 198 right now. Believe me, I got an eye on that. We'll see if it can maintain this, because this little breeze just helps take the edge off. What I forget and what it's easy to overlook is the relentlessness of the heat here. It's kind of cool to like, oh, I can handle some 127 degree heat for an hour or so. It's the several hours and no break. That's where it gets you. I feel it. I forgot to drink a little bit, so I got behind. Where's my water? Woo! Now in the fall and winter time, when it's, the park is much more popular to visit then because it's more easily survivable, you could hike. There's trails all through here. My wife and I have some secret little spots up in here that we used to hike our dogs and take pictures and just really appreciate the area. So come out in a normal time of the year, not in the survival time. I'm just checking the temps. It went back down to 192, so we may be okay. Sorry to keep bringing that up, but like I said earlier, the vehicle you're in on a road trip frames the entire road trip. So whew, adds another layer of adventure and stress to it. So now we're climbing. We are heading up to Dantes View. So we're gonna hit the lowest point in the valley and then head up to about 5,000 feet right above it. It's gonna be pretty cool. The ambient air temperature outside, 127. Just updated. That's warm. All right, so we survived the climb. We are at Dantes View, which is about a little over 5,000 feet. And what's cool about this is that we were just down there. That's Badwater, minus 280 feet. We are now 5,000 feet right above it. We just hightailed it right on up here, and it's gorgeous up here. And that 5,000 feet takes a little bit off the heat. Still hot up here, but it's beautiful. It's a little less oppressive. And look at this. And then here's the cool tip here. Take a few minutes, hike that little trail. It gives you a whole bunch of other cool views to check out. But let me show you kind of the geography of where we're at. So we were just down here in Badwater. We hightailed all the way back up over here to Furnace Creek. We came all the way up and we landed right there. So we are now right about here and looking down there. And that gives you all of this. Now, a cool place to go, Telescope Peak, some good camping. Wild Rose Campground. That's kind of a tip, a trick to surviving the summer times out here in Death Valley. And that's, if you're gonna camp, Furnace Creek, you notice it never got under 100 last night, and it was great to just have a room to stay comfortable, but get elevation. So Telescope, the campgrounds, Wild Rose Campground is good, Hunter Cabin is good. There's lots of places to get elevation. That's the tip. All right, so down the hill we go. surviving so far. Now, as soon as we land on the valley floor, I have a couple of options for you. We'll see what we feel like, how the car's running, and how strong the call of that pool is. Uh-oh. We had a near catastrophe just a minute ago. I was making a U-turn on one of those narrow crowned roads, and this tire slipped off into the dirt, and then just the whole car slid down into the soft sand and was getting stuck. So I just kind of pinned it, tried to rally car my way out, clanked a huge rock. And as you can see here, it really bent the rim here. And then it tried to debead the tire. Look, the bead jumped out here. So I decided to head back to the hotel here, cool off for a minute. It's getting late anyway. But I was gonna take you guys up to Rhyolite. That's one of the cool, big, leftover ghost towns with huge bits of building left. But we'll just save that for another trip, and we'll get this dealt with, have dinner and some beers, get back in that pool. So, oops, crisis averted. Ooh, it looks like we got the front tire a little bit too. Oh yeah, got the front tire a little bit too. Got a little dent in that, and then you can see where it banged the tire. Ooh, that's a close one. All right, so here's the treat for tonight. Since there's so few of us here and there's only one other couple eating way across there, they're letting us eat inside the restaurant. This is my first inside a restaurant meal in a long time, and after last night, you guys, when I was giving you the tour, I was like, man, I can't wait to come in here and eat. Here we are. We're gonna have this delicious salmon. And I've already been sampling this delicious local ale. Oh, those taste so good at the end of a day like that. Mmm. All right, so I'm about set up, ready to enact our repair to get home safely tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and jack that tire off the ground and then let the air out of it, because the bead has come off from the impact about halfway around. Can you see the sweat? Even though the sun is pretty much going down, it's still really, really hot out here. But I think I finally caught up on my water for the day. This is the first time that for dinner, I had 3 glasses of water, 1 beer. That's how dehydrated I was. I just got behind. It happens. So this heat will do that to you. It's crazy. All right, we're about out of air here. Time to smack the tire a few times to get the beads seated. Okay, this is the rule, family. Landon, little guy in the back, recognized me in the saloon. They called it out and we had an awesome interaction. What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan is the filmmaker of the group, so this is awesome. This is just one of those things that keeps you rewarded, keeps you happy doing these things. Thank you guys for saying something, and just they're wonderful. Enjoy your camping trip. I'm really glad that I brought not just my tool bag, but my compressor and stuff from the Jeep and truck kit. Can't even believe that I thought I was gonna camp. I'm super stoked at being able to get a room here at the Oasis, because that's saving the day. It's time to get in that pool. All right, this is our last time. Here we go. Time to go home. to take you guys into Ballarat Ghost Town and a few more cool little spots. But I picked up a pretty good vibration by bending that rear back wheel. Had a fun parking lot repair. The bead's back in, holds air, so we're good. We're gonna just try to get home. And another thing that happened since last night is I've got a pretty loud howl coming from the back as well. Not sure what that is. So I think we'll keep our speeds under at a normal speed limit range. What more can you ask for right now? Have all of this ahead of me, sitting in a car that I built in my garage. Feels good. And I really appreciate you guys for coming along for the ride. This is what Drive Your Adventures means. Right here. This is even more than the Jeep and the truck because everything on this vehicle has been built by me. So it means a little bit more. But we made it to Trona, California. Now, this is a tradition that I've been given from my Death Valley mentor, Mike Todd. You stop here and you get the most delicious root beer float you've ever had in your life. And Trona seems to be like, if the Mustang made it here, it's gonna make it home. So I'm gonna go in and enjoy that and then blast a few miles home. I just wanna say thank you guys so much for enjoying this, coming along for the drive. And until next time, remember, enjoy your drive.